folks. Just a little bit of a backtracking thing here from last week's video. Somehow I lost the part. It didn't hit. I hit the record button, but for some reason it did something weird. So I did got all the little notches in for the braces, but you didn't get to see that. Saw me marking them and cutting them, routing them, but the fitting part where you go in and make sure that everything fits just right, you didn't see that. But it's, basically you just go in, if it fits in the hole, great. If it doesn't, you have to widen the hole out a little bit with a notch. So I did all that. A little bit of clarification. At one point somebody brought up was that I use this great big saw to notch these things with. Now I use the fine side of it, fine edge, but it's still, it's so big, it's just kind of inflexible. So anyway, this was the saw I was looking for, and it was actually right in the drawer it was supposed to be in. Just didn't see it. So for fine cut like this, it's very stiff. It's very small teeth, and it's only 0.10 of an inch, so it's very easy to use and cut with. So I prefer it over the bigger saw. The reason I wanted to get the top notched in and all that, because I wanted to see how flexible the top was here, and I think it's pretty flexible. I mean, it feels about right to me, so I think we're good on the braces. I was thinking I might need to trim these braces down some more. What I do need to do is let the back braces in the back, and the back side of the body here, rims, and then I will sand everything. The top hasn't been sanded out yet. I think the back may have been, and I haven't sanded the sides, inside of the sides yet either, so I'll have to do all of that. I'll probably glue the back in first, because you can see the glue squeeze out when you're doing that. When you look through the sound hole, you can see glue squeeze out, so it's nice to be able to get that cleaned up nicely if you can. Well, if you can't get it cleaned up nicely, at least you can get to it still, because there's no top on it and you can scrape it out or sand it out or whatever. In this case, I was thinking about putting the top on first so that I could hear it on the body. But with the amount of flexing here I'm confident that this is going to be just fine. And I'm still very happy with the overall sound of this thing. So that's it. A little short update or introduction to the next video. The next video will be me probably gluing, not the next video, further on in this video will be me gluing the back on. Yep. Okay. If I do that enough times, all right, time to glue the top on, or the back, excuse me, glue the back on. So I've sanded the back and all the insides of the rims here, or sides. So double check my fit and all that good stuff. These braces are straight, so you can basically slide back and forth on that and just center up your front and back. And there is a little bit of room to tweak that slightly, not very much, but anyway. So I've got that. I've got this one that I cut out for the 000 12 fret, and you can see from the extra parts hanging out that the LM's a bit bigger that way, but it's shorter because it's that much longer. Well, yeah, whatever that is, 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to center this. I've used this to pad the rods so that the rods don't leave dents in the wood, although I don't think this wood is very soft. Definitely soft on a spruce top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it because it adds height here, enough to give me some pressure on these things, and as it goes it's getting taller, so each one will actually have more pressure on it. There are other ways of doing this. I like the go bars because I can put this body back into the mold and have it, you know, as tight as it can be to the mold and in the most appropriate shape as possible. But you could do this out of the mold and use, you know, quick clamps or the, I don't know, what do we go to call those things? The ones that slide together with a cam clamp, or even spool clamps. I have well, I don't know, a handful of those. But I use those mainly for repairs. So anyway, I'm going to use the Go Bar deck, and I have the longer rods for gluing the braces on, because I don't have all of this in the way when I'm gluing braces on. And I have the shorter rods for gluing the top and the back on. So the biggest trick here is getting enough glue on without getting too much glue on. You want to put glue down in that little hole where that goes, where the braces are going in, so that they get all locked in. And, you know, I'm just holding my finger around the edge, kind of gauging it in off the side a little bit. Oops. Dropped in that hole and put a lot of glue in there. All right. Now we do the back first, just because it helps to be able to clean up glue. But you know, with these stretchers in there, you really can't get to it to clean any glue up. So I kind of have to go in the next day and scrape. If I was going to be up long enough, which I probably won't, well, I'll be up long enough, but I'm not going to come back out to the shop. I need to get a paper towel with some water. I was gluing an electric guitar blank together, and I just used regular Titebond for that. And it was really different how ungooey that is by comparison to this, to the fish glue. I want some down in there, but I want so much that it comes boiling out inside the guitar. Once this stuff dries, it's kind of glassy. It's kind of hard to chisel it out. I mean, you can do it. You can soak it with a warm rag, and it makes it easier as well. All right, so I got plenty of glue on that thing. I'm actually going to take some glue off of the heel block. Just don't want that much. Well, tail block, excuse me, heel block. Just don't want that much glue on there. And I'm going to kind of rub it off around the edge a little bit, because it will squeeze out into that area. Okay, now the fun begins. I want to get this somewhat centered before you drop it, so that you don't have glue smearing out into the guitar. Go that way just a bit. Checking my lines here. Got glue on top. I don't want that cardboard to get glued down. Looks good. Anyway, yeah, I mean, as you can see, I'm just going around the perimeter of the guitar. Popping sticks in here and put some over here. I'm going to put some a little farther inboard on the neck block where it tapers. Neck block tapers quite a bit to match the curve in the back, so I'm just going to go, if I can do this, just going to go neck blockish, probably right there. No. Come on. Poking holes in the cardboard. Oops. Pick that up. Yep. Yeah, there's not a ton of pressure right here on the neck end of the guitar, but it's tight, so that's all that matters. Good, that's it. I don't know how long that took. We'll look at the video. Oh, I can't see it. It's either 12 or 19 minutes. I don't think it took 19 minutes, so we'll see how it's going here. Oh, 17 minutes. Well, almost. Just adding them where there looks like there's a gap, although everything's down nice and tight. So it's nothing I really have to worry about. Alrighty, that's it. Probably not going to record doing the top. It's the same process. So that's it. What's the next thing? After the top goes on, I'll be trimming these sides off and, you know, cleaning the body up basically, and then binding. And then I got to work on the neck. I got to catch the neck up to where the guitar is. Right now it's just a blank. So anyway, I mean, it's a, you saw it the other day. I was different video maybe. Anyway, that's it. Thanks.